Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you some books, specifically Silver Age books I have duplicate copies of. I've been collecting, for decades, and I don't sell as much as I take in, so I end up getting a lot of duplicates. And the keys I've sold in the past, I usually end up regretting it. So we start off with Batman 197. This is a childhood copy. It has a $13 price tag on it. I probably tried to sell it at the convention, but was unsuccessful. And back then, this book wasn't worth anything as much as it is today. No particular order. This is Daredevil number 2. And some of these books I might show you again in a different video. When I try to work on a different theme, like let's say I show you the first 10 or 20 issues of Daredevil, but the rest of these comics in no particular order. Here's Daredevil number 3, Daredevil number 8, Daredevil number 10, and Daredevil number 9. So this is this particular Daredevil number 9 probably doesn't deserve to be in a top loader. It's pretty beat up, but I have so many copies of these. I had a little project at one time where I was buying a bunch of CTC like 7.5s just to test the theory out when I started pressing, which I haven't done yet. But I also have a 9.4 of this comic book, which I'll show you right now. Let's see if you can see that whole thing here. So this one I bought years ago, and there's actually a little bit of hair in the case. So when I was in college, my roommate used to tell me that it's okay to eat food with hair in it as long as the hair is not short and curly. This one looks like it might be a little curly. Okay, next up we have Fantastic Four number 6, Fantastic Four number 15. I want to say that this number 6 I bought at a comic shop about 6 years ago, and that was what got me interested in completing some of my runs that I never completed. Here's an Avengers number 9. There's some orange up here, so hair here. Speak about hair. There's some orange here, but that's actually an orange marker that I wrote some comments on the back of a bag, and so when that bag pressed against the front of this bag, the color bled a little. So I think there's a few other comics that might have the orange on the bag also. Here's the first appearance of Darkseid, or cameo. I'm surprised that 133 doesn't get as much love, I guess, because Kirby's Fourth World is pretty large, with Darkseid and Mr. Miracle and the New Gods. But 133 is the one that kicked off Kirby's era again at DC. I think previously he had worked on Challengers of the Unknown. Here's Amazing Spider-Man number 5. I've shown this off before. It has no back cover. I have a replacement already that I bought a year ago. A good thing too, before the prices increased so much. And here's first appearance of Ant-Man costume. What I read or understood was that Henry Pym first appeared in Tales to Astonish 28 in the Man in the Anthill story. And I believe some readers had asked for more, and that's when they converted him into this superhero. I don't know how true that is. I could see that making some sense. I actually got like 3 copies of this one, and this one's probably one of the lowest grade ones. Let's see, this Green Lantern here. I've got a whole bunch of these top 10 Green Lanterns when they were really inexpensive. They're still fairly inexpensive. They're not compared to other comics. There's got a little orange here. That's from the marker from the book in front of it. And here's X-Men number 2, First Vanisher. That's I've had this since I was a little kid. And then we have this one. Yes, I have 2 copies of this one. Fantastic Four number 48. The story I want to tell about Fantastic Four number 48 is that one time I had a Fantastic Four 48 CGC 9.4 graded back around the year 2000, and I ended up selling that comic for $2,500. Of course, I regret it now, but you know, I could have used those funds to buy something else. But I wanted to say something about the current market condition where everything seems overpriced. Well, you know, after the CGC fad, prices started coming down on CGC comics. So that, not that particular CGC 9.4, but later copies were selling less. There was even a price guide market report from I think 2003 where one of the dealers said he sold a copy for $2,100. So there was a little bit of a correction. That's just one example, but I have another example of another comic I sold and it went down in price afterwards, which was Man Submariner number 1, CGC 9.4. The other thing I wanted to say is many of the keys I've sold in the past, I've kind of regretted it, and I'm not really the type of person that can let that go, mainly because if I have some association with the book, you know, how I acquired it, what condition it was, how long it was in my collection, I suppose the only really way to get over that is to buy a copy that's, you know, in equivalent condition. When I find some other batches of doubles, when I go through my collection, I'll post them in another video. Thank you for watching.